All right, I just got a 81, 82 signal. I didn't even film it because it was almost like a surface thing. And I popped it open. All right, guys, welcome back to Dirty Digs. Me and Jim, here he is right here. We are out doing a permission that he got in northern Massachusetts. We have a 1818 home right here, and we got the whole entire property. Let me spin you around. The whole property, it goes way down there behind the house, and there's a little bit more over there. And I just got this, I'll show you.
Got mine first.
So I'll open it up and I'll let you know.
Guy on it.
All right, so I just opened it up, found out what it was, and it was just a weedy. Kind of had a feeling it was going to be a small cent, but I think it's 1946 maybe. But Jim just found something really cool. About 10 feet behind me. It's a little badge or medal or something. Looks like pretty fancy. It looks like there's like a little guy on. Oop, looks like there's a little guy on it. Huh. Very interesting. You can see where it's stamped out right there. Very cool. All right, I just got basically the same tone about 2 feet away, and another weedy. So, all right, we'll keep trying. At least the weedies mean there's silver around, hopefully. All right, I just got a mid-50s tone. And we get an Indian head penny. Very cool. The back is completely crusted up. I'm sure it'll come off fine. I just don't want to do it in the field. But there's enough there where you can see exactly what it is. And I'll put the undug example up on the screen. All right, I got a really kind of crappy sounding high tone where it jumped probably from 50 up to 80. And about 6 or 7 inches down, we got a silver. I can see already what it is. 1944 Mercury dime. Take a look at that. Beautiful shape too. Well, first silver of the day, and I'm probably 5 holes in. Not bad at all. Hopefully it's an omen for good things to come. All right, I just got a 81, 82 signal. I didn't even film it because it was almost like a surface thing. And I popped it open, and I think I'm seeing silver. Yep. Definitely silver. 1 dime, so what do you think it's going to be, guys? Is it going to be a barber or is it going to be a seated? Oh, still can't tell. I think it's seated, though. It's seated. All right, let me properly clean this. I don't want to wipe it too hard.
Good job, huh?
All right. It's a little bit better. 1877. Too bad that wasn't the Indian head penny. It's not in great shape at all. Hardly any details on either side. But it's enough to get an ID, so that's awesome. Sweet. 2 silvers in 2 minutes. All right. Jim says he has a cute little signal over here. Oh. Yeah, I see something sitting on its side. Give it a little pop. It's going to be a small cent.
Oh, I think I can see Lincoln looking out.
Oh, yeah?
Is that right? Yeah.
Yep, there's Lincoln right there.
There's the date, too. Can you read it?
No. Nice. Place is full of pennies. Alright, it's got a low 80s tone. And first buckle of the day. It's one of these ones. I dig these things all the time. I have no idea the date range or anything like that, but nice. Alright, it's got a mid 60s tone. I just finished brushing it off. It's a really ornate something. You can see it used to have stones in all these spots, probably. Those little blue stones. But I can't figure out what it would have been. Maybe a brooch or something. Maybe there was a pin back there. Who knows? That's really pretty though. Nice. Alright, I just rechecked the hole before I close it up. And there's another piece like this. Which kind of reminds me of like one of those suspender clip pieces. That might have just been a really fancy suspender buckle. Maybe. It's really hard to tell with this little piece that I have here. I'm going to keep checking the hole, but that's cool. Alright, it's got like a surface 80 tone right there. I just popped it open with the hand digger. And got a nice little weedy again. Nice. Alright, it's got a really deep mid-30 signal. It's every bit of 10 inches down there. And I believe it's a piece of a suspender clip or something along those lines. Really fancy. A lot of detail to it. Nice. Very cool. Alright, Jim's over on the side of the house. And pretty much right next to each other. You got two different... I forget what they call these pieces.
Lantern tops.
Yeah, the piece.
Oil lamp?
Yeah, the tops of the oil lamps, but they're. I think it's called the regulator. That's what it is.
Oh, the round part.
Yeah, and then sometimes if you clean that up enough, you get a date and stuff on them for the patent. That's pretty cool. He's got two of those, and very cool. All right, I just got a high 30s to low 40s, and I just got a pretty awesome find here. So you can see the wreath where it says 1 cent, but there's no shield up in the middle. Then on this side, you probably can't see it just yet. I just got to clean it up just a little bit more. See if you can see it now, at least in the shadow. Right there, you can see a flying eagle. Very cool. They only made these for like 3 or 4 years. Not bad. Alright, and he also got this too over there. Thinks it's like a candle snuffer or something. But it's definitely got some pattern on it. Not sure exactly what its use was, but still a cool little piece. Nice. Alright, it's got another mid to high 30 signal. Popped it open. And we have something. Oh, that's thick. Alright, this is going to be a fatty Indian. Or another flying eagle. It's all crusty. I'm going to have to try and do a light toothpick into this one. I'll let you know how it comes out. Alright, that right there is enough for me to tell that it's an Indian head penny, so I'm not going to go too much further. Definitely a fatty, so it's like, I believe it was 1859 to 1864 that they made them nice and thick like that. And then they slimmed them down after that. Very cool, nice. It's got a very small, like 20-21 signal. And it's pewter. You can see it crumbling on one side there. Yeah, it's pewter. I don't know if it's a button and there would have been a shank underneath there. But it's got a little star in the front of it. That's pretty cool. That's neat. Nice. Alright, it's got another like high 30s into like the low 40s. And it's going to be another Indian. And a fatty one. Second fatty of the day. That's awesome. This one's in way better shape. Very nice. Yep. See the shield up there? So it's not a 59. Of course, the one area that doesn't want to clean off has the date. It should be right there somewhere. Very cool. Nice. All right. Jim's over in that little section over there, just on the edge of the property. And he's found a horse rosette, like a bridal rosette. A little bit of pattern with a ring around it. Nothing visible in the center, at least. We'll see if maybe he can clean it up later or something, and maybe there'll be something there. But yeah, pretty cool. All right, it's got a mid-60s signal. And only a few inches down, got a bent-up key. So Briggs and Stratton says it on right there. Briggs and Stratton says knockout in the middle. The thing definitely got hit by a lawnmower or something. Interesting. Welcome to the Find of the Week segment, everybody. This week, James Worthington's 1854 half-dime was chosen. James has been detecting about 30 years on and off. He started off with all the White's machines and then started using the MindLab E-Track. He usually hunts older homes and a few old farms around the area he lives in. The day he found the half-dime, he was detecting at a home built in the early 1900s. He was pulling mostly modern coins that day when he got a nice-sounding 41 on the E-Track. He dug the plug thinking it was going to be a penny, but about 2 inches down, he saw that tiny silver coin looking up at him. Just take a look at this half-dime. It's in great shape. In 1854, they minted about 5.7 million of these little coins. And if any of you haven't seen one of these in person, they are very small. They're about 15 millimeters in diameter. The only one that's smaller than them is the Trime, as far as I understand. But yeah, they're little tiny signals, hard to find. So congratulations, James. Great find. And now we'll get back to the second half of the hunt. Well, I was just opening up the plug, and I saw that. I never find marbles. Oh, it's broken on that side, but that's still cool. Mason and Jim from Mason Merck Metal Detecting would be proud of that. They love finding marbles. I never find them. I always keep my eyes peeled, but I just never see them. Very cool. All right, I just got what was like a mid-50s, like 52 to 54. But that's in the bottom of the hole. I don't even know what this could be. Huh. All right, let me clean this off a little bit and see what I can come up with. I have no idea what this would be ringing up in the 50s. Interesting. All right, well, that was kind of unexpected. It says Victoria DG, so I'm assuming it's a British coin. Maybe mid-1800s, like the rest of the stuff I've been finding, possibly. Can't find the date on it. And if it's on this side, then I'm just going to let that dry before I even attempt to do anything. But it's crusty on that side. But that's pretty cool. Something different that I don't find every day. Nice. All right, it's got like a very surface signal right up next to the air conditioners. And popped out just a little bit of earth, and where'd it go? It's going to be a mercury. Take a look at that. Nice. 1944. All right, Jim just came over. I guess he found a couple things while he was on the other side of the house.
I know they are. These are new.
Yep.
That one, that one.
So we got a little button. Nice. And then that's an Indian. And that looks like a little escutcheon piece. What's that, another
That's
Indian?
Indian, I think so, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So he's got 2 Indians, a button, and an escutcheon piece.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, it's got a high 40s, low 50s signal. And we got an Indian. It's going to be 1887. Nice. Says, kind of rough, but not too bad. But the front of it's nice. Very cool. All right, I just found a cool thing out back. The ring in is like high 60s, low 70s. Pretty sure it's the front of like a. It's just the front of the a padlock or something, but it's got US on it. It's pretty neat. Well, it's got a mid 80s down in this hole, about let's say 6 or 7 inches. And I just got a button made for a giant. I have no idea what it really is. Probably some sort of horse tack or something, but interesting. Yeah, all I saw was the big shank sticking out. I was like, what am I looking at? Cool. All right, it's got a mid 60s signal. Just maybe 1.5 inches down. And I got a really neat big dandy button. That's where the shank would have been. Plenty of gold gilt left on the back. A little bit in the front. See if I can get it a little cleaner. I'll show you. That's neat. All right, this is about as good as I'm going to get it. Definitely see some pattern around there. A little bit of gold gilt left right there. That's a nice button. Very cool. Well, this is the area I'm working now. This flat area back here. So, we'll see if we can find anything back here. All right, it's got a mid 30 signal right here. And I got really excited when I saw that. But, turn it around, it's just the back of a 2-piece. So, maybe I'll find the front. We'll see. Well, it's got a mid 60s tone. I wasn't expecting a coin. But I want to say we got a 2-cent piece. I'm going to try cleaning it up nice and gently and see if I can get any detail off of it. All right, this is the best I'm going to be able to get for you guys. This is the side that would have the 2 on it. And if you look at the right angle, you can see it. And then on this side, it's got that shield that you can definitely see. At least you can see the lines on it. I'll put an undug example so you can see what it looks like. And then the 2 would be right in the middle there. You can only see it like briefly at the right angle. So it's pretty toasted, but it's 2-cent coin, 1860s. So it's pretty cool.
Feels like it's aluminum.
All right, Jim just found something cool.
It looks like it's a button, too.
Yeah, button. Yeah, you can see where the shank broke off. So we might be looking at tomback with a cool little design etched into it. That's really neat. Very cool. All right, it's got a pretty high tone, but it was really deep and jumpy, so I didn't get the signal. But I just plopped the plug up, and it was hiding way down in there. And then I just broke apart the clump, and that's all I've seen so far. I haven't even picked it up yet. Definitely a copper. It's pretty thin, but it rang up really high. So let me, I'm gonna gently clean this off, and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, it feels like they just used a ton of fertilizer around here or something. It's almost like a cornfield copper, but the best I got. It seems like it has a rim around it, which makes me think KG2 or, I mean KG1 or KG3. but it rang in too high for that. I'm not sure, but I can't get much of anything off of it. Everywhere I need is just super crusted. It's like that cement stuff. But it has some weird lines, like over in here and stuff like that. If I can get it any better at home, I'll make sure to take a couple pictures. But see right there, almost looks like it has like an X or something in the middle. I don't know. It's weird. If anybody recognizes it, definitely put it in the comments. But that's the best I'm going to get it. All right, Jim just said he found something cool. Let's see what we got. Oh, nice. D-buckle. That same style I dug earlier. I just got a bigger one.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, I just got like a mid-50s tone. And get 1865, I believe that is, Indian head penny. So it would say 1 cent on the back of it. There you go, you can kind of see that. And you got the wreath around and then the shield right up there. Very cool, nice. I think that's my 5th or 6th one today. All right, Jim found a cool Victorian wall hanger, he said. It's got to go through all the junk. Oh, I see it.
You can see it's got some pretty stuff on there.
Oh yeah, look at that. Very cool. Yeah, let me see. Let me get a close up. Yeah, look at that. A little bit of pattern there. Very cool. All right, Jim just found himself another one. Indian head penny. It's so crusted up though. We tried getting it more so we could at least get a date off it. Which I can almost see. You can almost see a date there. It might be 1860 something. It's not going to be a 3 though. Because it's not a fatty. But nice. All right, guys, we are done for the day. The owner just came out. He chose a few things that he might want, and here's our finds for the day. I'll start over on Jim's side. He's got the 2 oil lamp or whatever they are pieces. He's got this really neat. Yeah, I think you're right. That could be the Mass State seal. Now that it's kind of dried out.
Is that upside down?
No. Yeah, I think that might be the Mass State seal. We are in northern Massachusetts, so that's pretty awesome. That looks like that Native American standing with the bow. Look at it through there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then we got this Victorian wall hanger. This big horse bridle rosette. This, whatever that is. He's got some keys. Some other thingamajig. The pocket knife. A candle snuff, possibly. And then he's got 3 buttons. One of them's that really nice, the one with that really nice little pattern on there. It's probably Tomback. That's cool. And then he's got a couple Wheaties, Indian head, Wheatie. Another little cuff button. Oh, and these are his too. We got harmonica. And then over on my side, we got the big buckle. That fancy little piece used to be like a suspender clip or something. That US padlock plate. That really fancy brooch piece or something like that. The button made for giants. This copper that still we don't have an ID on. I'm going to see if I can keep trying to figure that out. Nice dandy button. And then This right here are the Wheaties that I kept. So there's 4 Wheaties. I stopped showing them eventually. This is the 2-cent piece right here. Then we got the Mercs and the 1877 seeded dime. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Indian head pennies, 1 flying eagle, and then those couple buttons, and then this cool Victoria, whatever it is, British coin. And that's going to be it for the day.